This is 3 months of the Rome Daily Sentinel from 1930. And it starts in October of 1930 and it ends in December 31st of 1930. Here are phone numbers to remember. Local and long distance trucking, Coleman Service, phone 1925.
This message is brought to you by Securus. Hello, this is Rite Aid trying to reach
Totally
Brown with a reminder about the importance of getting a flu shot. CDC recommends an annual flu shot for everyone 6 months and older. It's the single best way to prevent the flu and help limit your health risks. The flu shot takes about 2 weeks to start working, so the sooner you get it, the better. If you're 65 and older, a pneumonia shot may also be a good idea. If you have any questions about this information, please call your local Rite Aid pharmacy. This message is brought to you by Securus. This message is brought to you by Securus. This message is brought to you by Securus.
Did anybody else notice that the flu went right away during COVID? Roosevelt was the governor of New York State and he won in 1930. I wonder what FDR would actually think about the Democratic Party today. Spring lamb, 27 cents a pound. Lamb chops, 19 cents a pound. Lucky Strike, the finest cigarette you've ever smoked, made of the finest tobaccos, the cream of the crop. Then it's toasted. Everyone knows that the heat purifies, and so toasting removes harmful irritants that cause throat irritation and coughing. No wonder 20,679 physicians have stated Lucky's to be less irritating. It's toasted. Power windows, power seats, heated mirrors, sunroof, navigation system, spoiler, 2 spoilers, a spoiler for your sunroof, tinted window, shaded window, vented windshield wiper blades.
Alan Stevenson, price manager for Sid Jones, wants everyone to know that he's going to give a fair deal, because at Sid Jones our interest rates are 21.5% compounded quarterly.
Sid Jones price of $13,995.
You could buy the Mercury shitbox for a low Sid Jones price of $479.95 for the next 85 months.
You can't beat this. Gas was 14 cents a gallon. You will find a considerable amount of real estate in this newspaper in 1930. Consisted of a number of different cigarette company ads. And this was all an attempt to get people hooked on cigarettes. A lot of money in the tobacco industry. This is also interesting. You've got a Philco radio. It's a very familiar design. $68 with tubes. I mean, this is a major purchase in 1930. Campbell Estate was valued at over $100 million in 1930. And the 2 family members were left with the entire estate, and Campbell didn't donate any money to any charitable bequests, which is fine by me. Good. Good. That's what Campbell soup is. Good. At the Capitol Theater, you can see the gripping underworld drama of The Squealer with Jack Holt. Trade in your old tires on safe road gripping all weathers. $5.55 to $9.75. Stanwix Tire Corporation. News from Steuben, October 2nd. Mr. and Mrs. Leo Hanlon and children have returned to their home in Schenectady after visiting their parents, Mr. and Mrs. H. Hill. Child uninjured after train passes over him. San Francisco, October 2nd, 1930. Playing on the railroad track, 5-year-old Herbert Brandt failed to notice a train rushing toward him here yesterday. The engineer jammed on the brakes, but the train passed over the boy. Trainman ran back and found Herbert sitting up, laughing and barely scratched.
"I saw the wheels go round,"
he said. Doyle Knower was a very recognizable store, and new coats in 1930 were between $39 and $89. This was a major purchase that you would own and use for a considerable period of time. For an economical motor overhaul, where reconditioning the cylinder is too expensive for the circumstances, a set of stay-tight rings will restore power and eliminate piston slap, providing an additional 10,000 or 15,000 miles of satisfactory service. Installed at all reliable repair shops and service stations. For the Hunter, DuPont Sport Loads, 88 cents for 25 shells. Naturalization clerk here next Tuesday. Deputy County Clerk William W. McDermott, in charge of naturalization work in the county, announced that he would be at the Rome Courthouse Tuesday afternoon between 4 and 6 o'clock to issue first citizenship papers and to give information to aliens. Modern 7-room house, $5,700. Reasonable terms. We'll rent for $45 per month. Here's a tip from Wife Savers from 1930. If your pancakes stick to the griddle, try rubbing it with a cut potato instead of greasing it. This will usually prevent the sticking.